a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas. The roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Washington football team. Two of the bigger disappointments in the first quarter of the season doing battle here as we get this one underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. They'll set up to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And taken right on the 30. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now a give, right side. Eubanks. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. On 3rd down, Eubanks. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he's got his man on the out route. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
On 1st down, Eubanks. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
On 2nd down and 4, Watson. His throw incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Watson. Flushed out right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. And it may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Back to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And some room to work. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now it's Watson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And the next-gen stats tell the story as he was traveling at better than 19 miles an hour.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try the left side. Eubanks. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Back to throw, Watson. Flush to his right. And this throw will be intercepted.
Picked off by Jamin Davis.
And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And got his man complete. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter.
Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2.
As they've got it with a 1st and 10. back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And out of bounds right around the 20. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. On play action, they'll throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Back to throw again. That is caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Hands it off out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Quickly here, and that's complete. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A 40-yard punt, no return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. A huge play there for Washington.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And oh, he coughed it up. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll lead here to a third down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And Washington has taken the lead. Now, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle, because where it goes, that's where you find his body, and he's able to get in there and make a great play.
And the next-gen stats show us the top speed there, better than 18 miles an hour.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. To throw is Watson. Flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
49, guys. Mike.
Watson now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the scrambler or the dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or two shy of midfield. 37 yards on the punt with no return.
And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10.
He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. And this one is incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot before the break, Watson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top.
As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a dump off here complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right of the yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Faking the give. Now Watson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Robinson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Watson.
That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 19.
They'll run on 1st down. Robinson. There's another truck.
Well, partners, my old man used to say, make sure you strap up tight if you're going to try and stop one of those big horses out there. As you just saw there, this guy does not go down easily.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Here's Watson. Flush to his right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
Mike, what's that? 19. Here I come. Here I come. 49. 48's the mic. Check. 48's the mic. It's our time. It's our time. Boys, you got this. Focus.
Now Watson. And it's caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. They're going to try and throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
He'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. He's got a man, complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big connection on that one. 38 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is, his ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
Back now in Houston. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. They go play action here on first down. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And Washington has taken the lead. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. On first down, Watson.
Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Robinson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down.
He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
49's the mic. 49's the mic. Okay, double up.
Looking to throw. Watson.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs.
And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for them. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
Number 16's coming. Check right.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that is incomplete.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check back 16, check back 16.
They'll set up a throw. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43. Now back to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. That catch good for only a couple. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
They'll look to throw again. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now a play fake here on 1st down. On the move to his left. He's going to take a shot for the end zone.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
Washington 24, Texans 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return for the Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Watson. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Back to throw, Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Clark. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now it's Watson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Check back 16. Check back 16. Come on. Number 16 is coming. Check mark. Check mark.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A huge play there for Washington.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. With his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season.
And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Texans 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A great run, but, you know, this is probably where the offensive coordinator is saying, geez, we could have used a couple of these earlier in the game.
Yeah, he's probably telling the head coach, well, talk to the run game coordinator about that. I just call the plays. We should have had this going right from the beginning.
Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
So it's Washington getting the victory here.
And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Washington,
they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville.